That's it, people. It's over. It ends. Tottenham Hotspurs 1, Newcastle 2. Or in fact, it's Newcastle 2, Tottenham Hotspurs 1. As well as Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section over these two games, people. Who impressed you the most? Who disappointed you? Who let you down? All of those things I want to hear in the comment section, because this was a game which was expected to be controlled and won by Tottenham Hotspurs. They are the bigger team. They are the team we all shouted that they should be finishing in the top 4, as well as Chelsea, but we'll get on them on the other side because they're better. But the problem with Tottenham Hotspurs is this. I feel like Ange Postecoglou only has one way of playing. And his way of playing requires a certain individuals of players who can actually master the type of play he does. So with Tottenham Hotspurs, I feel like this summer should have been the summer that they actually address some of the problems that needed to be addressed in the first team. Because if it wasn't Maddison who was creating, there was nothing that was coming. And we all know, of course, Solanke is injured. Let's hope that he's back. But we can see that they needed a striker, somebody who finishes. And as well as what was exactly the manager of Tottenham Hotspur trying to achieve by making sure that Son does not play in the middle. Because you need your best player to play at the position which he has been playing. Of course, Solanke is not there. Let Son play that position. Don't try to use other techniques, try to use other players so that Son plays at the position you want to see him. Kulusevski is not a number 9. Dejan Kulusevski is not a number 9. He kept on dropping backwards like a number 10. He kept on moving all over, and I just could not see how he was. I could not see what he was offering in the game. That's what I'm saying. You need somebody who's going to play that position. And we have seen in the last game that Son is doing better than what other players have actually been doing. So why continue not do that? Why continue not do that? Besuma he still feels like he's coming from the suspension he got. Did not even play like the player who was actually in the game, was actually understanding what was happening in the game. And that has to be a worrisome. Of course, Peterman Saha was trying. I did see some good moves from him, but that was it. And also their miss of Vivek, what's his name? Van der Beek was really, really evident. Nothing wrong about Dragusin, the way he played. He was a good player. He showed important. He had some good blocks, but in terms of what they were expecting to see at the end, it was still missing. So the team was actually okay when you look at it, this Tottenham Hotspur's team, but their problem was the finishing. So many chances which were created. They had about 47 touches in the box of Newcastle. Yet Newcastle are the ones that won the game. The goal from Isak and the Harvey Barnes. And Harvey Barnes should have scored twice. That goal that almost went very close to that 18 should have been gone in as well. As well as the point where the ball actually deflected and it should have gone in. There is also something we need to talk about the goalkeeper of Tottenham Hotspur. Is he really that much of a goalkeeper? As much as we think, or maybe we're just giving him so much praise over those things, because you can see that he is missing at some certain points. He is missing to offer what you want to see from a team. And I worry if this team has what it takes, really. I worry if they have what it takes to actually finish to the positions we talked about. We said that this team should be at least fighting to be in the Champions League places. They were number 5 last season. How do they bounce back from this? It took 10 games last season for 11 games for Tottenham Hotspur to experience their first defeat. Yet now we are in the 3rd game, and we all can agree that things have not been looking good for this Tottenham Hotspur team. We all can agree. Let me just try to see where they are in the table, and let me see how many games that they've drawn, lost, or something. Right now, Tottenham Hotspur are number 10. They've drawn one game. And so they've won one game and lost one game. That is a difference. That's not what Tottenham Hotspurs that we're used to actually do. So that is a problem. When they take advantage of other teams, when they're playing so well, they actually takes over the game. They dominate and they cause chaos to the teams. But at some point, when you expect that to be the same move, to expect them to continue with that same attack, they disappear in the game. And that's exactly what they did today. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of Tottenham Hotspur's performance? What do they need to do? Who do they need to add to at least try to become a better team? But But at this moment, they're going to an international break with a defeat. Can they rise or can they bounce back against Arsenal? Never know. We'll find out. So also on the other side, Arsenal Chelsea finished 1-1 against Crystal Palace in a game in which, you know, you'd expect them to have control, in a game that you thought that maybe they understood what they were doing, but yet, I don't know. This Chelsea team is confusing, and I have to really be honest with you. It's a confusing team. The reason why it's confusing, they have so many players. They started Pedro Neto, Madueke was in, Cole Palmer was in, as well as Nicholas Jackson. Jackson scores a goal. That's a good one, but they could not actually add more so that they at least try to create space in the game. They could not do that, and that's what led into them finding that draw, because Crystal Palace just had to do their things right so that they can draw and come back in this game. The way the game was going, of course, Crystal Palace should have gotten a red card. I felt there was a second yellow for the player who was actually taken out before the goal, but they survived, and so many chances could not actually hit where they were supposed to go, and I think that's what costed Chelsea. I wasn't watching it so much, but you could see what led them into actually in trouble. But let's find out what happens as the big game is coming. Liverpool, Manchester United versus Liverpool is the next game, people. I've already did my thoughts on the lineup. Go check it out on the Football Connect LFC. It's already out there. So we'll see you on another one. Click the like button, subscribe to Connect, and let me know what your thoughts were over the game of Tottenham Spurs and Newcastle, as well as Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Who was wrong? Who was it right? We'll find out. I'm out. Subscribe. We'll see you on another one.